guys, how you doing? AndyKapt20 back with another video. Just quickly before we start, just want to show you my cat. This is currently happening. She is going to fall, so I will need to go and get her. Excuse me just a minute. What are you doing? Intro's on fire, eh? Nice. Hey, anyway, how are we all? So as I said, AndyKapt20. What a day, what a day. So we've finally had the announcement of the game, which we kind of knew it was coming, but I'm going to be straight up, I'm not going to talk about it in the game. Reason being is there's too many dodgy areas, right? I'm loving the look of the game, loving that it doesn't seem to be as arcade as I maybe thought it might have been, just with the 2K touch on it. Seen previous 2K games, but also I've got my reservations, which I'm going to hold back on. One of them looks to be confirmed about the fact that they're announcing these 12 pros, but you can't actually play as them. It's not a massive deal breaker for a lot of guys out there, which I totally get, but the whole premise of the advertising around the game has been about these pros and the licensing in brands and licensing in, you know, clothing, apparel and things like that, and the players seem to be a big deal about that, and it seems to get missed out. So I'm very, very sceptical when I look into language, and the language within the advertising is not great. They're using quite vague terms when they're talking about things, so I'm going to wait until there's either more details released or we start to get more confirmed information about it. But do need to make a kind of legal declaration here. I've got no ties to HB, 2K, anyone like that. I've not been asked to promote anything on the game, so anything I talk about is completely and utterly my own views, and I am not, I need to phrase this correctly, I'm not bound by I don't know, I'm not bound to say specific things. Basically, I will speak my mind and I'll openly tell you how I feel about the game once I've seen a wee bit more. So it's going to be a true reflection of potential advertising and how the game looks, and if I've seen anything or heard anything. So I'm certainly not held accountable for anything which I say by 2K. I'm not expected to say anything, or by HB. The game will be purchased completely and utterly by myself. I will be buying the game out of my own pocket. I won't be gifted the game. I will also be purchasing the competition game as well for somebody, so that's not been gifted to me, that's coming out of my own pocket. Just need to make that clear in case anybody thinks there's an affiliation related with HB or 2K. None of that at all, okay? So this is complete and utterly independent, just for you guys, nothing else, okay? So today we're going to do a course review. This is the third time I've done it, but I wanted to include a couple of things: Masters Clubs, the fact that we've got the competition running, and also the new game released. So we're going to play off the back tees, which are blue at 6,526. Obviously we're going to play pin set 3. I've played pin set 3 a couple of times. It's quite tricky, to be honest, because we're playing from fairways and from greens. Green speed is medium fast. It's not a cracking combination of the fast from green speed and medium fast. A couple of the holes are just a wee bit hilly to get to on the pin set 3, but the course, it's Hervey Bay Golf Club. It's a real creation course, and it's been made by Geoff Embrey, who contacted me on Facebook, and he's friends with Matt Drury. If you remember, I done the what was the course called? Because I wrote down here Maryborough, right? Maryborough course. It was a couple of videos back. So I'm not going to go over the game. I'm not going to talk about it at all. I'm not going to talk about the trailer. You've all seen it. You've seen the spamming that's been done online and things. So go and have a look at it. Have your own view about it. I'm going to hold reservation on how I speak about it or anything like that until I've seen a wee bit more information, just for you guys' peace of mind, because quite frankly nobody knows. So MD talking about certain stuff, it's quite it's going to be made up, but I'll be straight up. The language within the press releases and also the legal stuff that's been sent out was potentially concerning around the way that there wasn't much given, and it was quite loose in certain terms that they used. So anyway, hole 1, 389 yards, par 4, stroke index 13. Great use of the kangaroos on this hole. I love that. Never actually seen a kangaroo in real life. I don't even think I've seen a kangaroo in a game, quite frankly. I don't think it's something I've ever seen. You alright now? Nice, playing in a basket. Absolute plum, climbing up the blinds. Okay, so we're up about 1, so it's about 112 wind against us. Probably should be alright. I'm just going to de-loft it slightly. So all I can definitely confirm is that we've got a release date of the 21st of August, which is, it's not too far away, but it's far enough away that they're going to continue the hype. Not a couple of guys were concerned about the cross-platform and things like that. Again, don't know, really don't know, and anybody that says otherwise is just potentially speculating, because nobody knows. They've only given so much information out, and we'll see. Okay, so 23 down 4. Just going to favour that left side. It's moving very, very slightly. This has been one of my concerns about this changing to Masters clubs, is the putting. Reeling up. Don't know if you saw that wobble. It really wobbled off the club there. I was going to do, which I'm now going to do, I was waiting until the official release or official information about the game, because it takes a bit of time doing these videos and setting it up and editing it and doing the promos for it and things, right? So I wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to bump in, because it's obviously coming off my own back. I'm not getting paid for doing this. Hole 2, 169 yards, par 3, stroke index 3. Great use of kangaroos. This is what I spoke about in this hole as well. Because this is a real course, I actually had to look at the pictures online, and I had a look and I saw that this hole, which is pretty spot on, he's got this ideal. One thing that I saw in the pictures was that it seemed to use more of a fairway around the hill, so it moulded in those two bunkers. I think the bunker on the right was just a tad smaller, but that's fine. But it used a fairway around the green. I wouldn't mind seeing just a wee bit of that, because one of my shots missed left in one of my rounds and it was held up. And to be honest, I would like to have seen it roll off. I think it's one of those, being held up was actually quite a benefit to me playing it. So, okay, so it's up 10. Use that back slope if you can. So you're more likely to use your de-loft rather than, most likely you add loft on it rather than a de-loft, because of that hill. Just going to bring you right down. Okay, so 10 yards, so we're up about, let's say 3, so it's about 155 and 48. See, that 60 is probably going to be too much, right? But I'm going to play that. See, I don't know, you could play that, and right, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go for the safer option and de-loft. 48 is probably going to take me about 52 up 10. That's probably going to be okay, right? As I said, if you do hit it too far, then it's fine, because you've got that hill. Right, not a bad shot. Decent weight. This is coming in quite nice. Should set up alright. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, just a couple of wee things I wanted to touch upon about recent videos that have been put out. I'll go over the competition details again in just a wee second for anybody. It's still obviously running. We've got until the 20th for the free giveaway. Free giveaway will run on Steam, PlayStation and Xbox. I know they're looking into Nintendo Switch and things like that. I'm not going to be promoting the giveaway, so apologies if you're going to be on that platform. It's solely going to be just for PlayStation, Xbox or Steam users who can actually enter it. You can enter it for somebody else, and if you do win it, you'll get, the gift card. So 29. So if you do know somebody that's got one of those accounts, then put their name in it or enter for them, whatever it may be. All I would simply need is when the person does win, so on the 21st when I do the draw, I'm going to be doing it on Facebook Live. I'll need to sort that out because I can't do it on mobile, but I'll look as if I can do it on my laptop. And to be honest, it's a 2011 MacBook Pro and the camera is like 4 megapixels or something, so I don't know how I'm going to work that. Maybe YouTube or Facebook Live, we'll see. Alright, so drilling through these trees, so missing out quite a part of the fairway, but hole 3, 428 yards par 4. Looks absolutely great. Great use of the fairway, that kind of fairway fringe, and also the rough as well. Great use of that. Right, so I'm just going to see if I can draw the ball towards the... I've hit that a bit sharpish. We'll be alright, but I was hoping to just nip it through that corner as much as we can. Let's see, 83. Will we have a shot here? I think that tree's going to get in the way. What's going to punch going to look like? Right, that probably should be hitting the top of that ridge. 70 would take it. Yeah, I'm just going to play this. I'm going to take the loft up a wee bit. And see, I think this is probably going to be too much club, but we'll see. See what happens. It kicked so soon. I was hoping to get a runner on there and run it up, but not bad effort. We've got an okay chip on, so 69, so I'm going to need to take it down just a wee bit more. That's inconvenient. No wonder, because we're playing that. Right, so we need to take an 8 iron chip, and I'm going to de-loft it. Yeah, it came out okay. I think that was a better option. I think if we were 7 iron, it probably would have went a wee bit more. So yeah, I love when guys contact me about videos, right? And I know there's other guys out there, I know there's other YouTubers out there, right, who do videos on this. Great. I love that. I love that there's a nice community about it, and there doesn't seem to be a competition from kind of one guy to the other. We all kind of do different things. I'm more focused on the newer guys to the game. I'm more interested in getting somebody who's not got an awful lot of views in their course, spending a bit of time doing this video for them, because it's just kind of giving something back. Hole 4, 621 yards, par 5, stroke index 7. But one thing I will say, see if you either contact me on either the TGC Tours forum, or you contact me on Facebook or Instagram, Twitter, whatever it may be, to review your course. I'll obviously ask you for a lot of details. When I confirm that I'm going to do that, I'm going to give you a date that video is going to get released on. It's usually within 7 days, right? So I'll say I'll record on Monday, it'll be out by Wednesday or Thursday. And that just buys me a couple of days, right? If I do that, can you do me a wee favour and not send that to other guys? If you do send it to other YouTubers, fine, I'm not stopping that. But if you send it to other YouTubers, and if they confirm a day and time as well, going to either let me know or let them know that there's going to be a conflict. Because I was about 10 minutes away from posting a video about a specific course review, and I'm not going to name anything like that, but I saw another YouTuber done it and put the exact same course up, right? It created a problem because I can't do that. I can't submit the same course within 10 minutes. It looks cheap, it looks tacky, and it looks as if I'm just kind of clawing on people for views. Alright, mate? So, if you can, just either contact one YouTuber at a time, your obviously preferred YouTuber, and if you do contact 2 or 3 of them, just keep them in the loop. Oh, I've spoke to AndyKapt and he says he's going to do it Wednesday, whatever it is. Don't make it a competition, because we don't treat it as a competition, and certainly don't pit YouTubers up against one another. And I know you guys want your course seen as by many people as you can, but understand that a lot of work goes into these videos for basically nothing back. So I don't want to be seen as picking up somebody else's scraps, basically. That's all it is, okay? So, you probably saw there, I took it down a couple of clubs, right? Reason being is, I've started noticing that on the Masters clubs especially, you've not got a lot of control when it comes to things like flop shots, punch shots, and pit shots, right? So I try and give a normal shot as much as I can. Between 100 and 150 yards is my ideal to come into a green. I'm not a fan of doing chip shots in, especially when you've got a green like that, where it's separated by bunker, right? I feel more control bringing in a high lofted iron, so I took it back a couple of clubs to give me the 102 yards rather than play it straight up towards the green just in front of that bunker, then having a dodgy flop shot over. That's all it was. Just similar to real golf, you know, give yourself options. I think she's trying to get back cutting again. See if I'm just going to leave her. She'll fall on her face and no do it again. So 104 Wee bit of wind as well. Let's see. I think what I'm going to do is take my sand wedge and fully de-loft, right? Fully loft up, sorry, because I think it runs about 102. Once I take the loft rate up on it, 102. I think that's probably going to be ideal. So let's take it down just a touch, right? Just to be on the safe side here. Got a 4 mile an hour. Lies all right. Let's see what we can pull out. I hit a slow there, so we're going to be well right of the pin, but I just want to check for weight. Yeah, weight's alright. It's probably the preferred bit to land on would have been that, but maybe more towards the normal. Oh, there she goes. She's on the inside of the curtain this time, so if she falls, she gets something to grab onto. Right. Oh, excuse me. Right, let me see. I think I'm going to do a putt here. I think so. So let's have a look at it. That's a fail. You had enough now? Right. Okay, so it's playing 41. Need to add just a wee bit onto that because we are currently in the light rough. So let's see if we can get it out. Probably shouldn't be playing putter because we are in the light rough, but we'll see. It's alright. Quite okay, a wee bit hotter than I thought, but that'll do. So hopefully we can sink this for a wee par. So the last round I done, to be honest, I was really bad. First time I played it, I was about 4 under. 3 or 4 under, and then the round you probably saw me post that picture on Twitter and Facebook. I think it was about 8-9 over. Really bad. Nothing to do with the course, it was just I actually had to pause in the 14th hole. I took a wee 5-minute break, I just said I'll be back in a minute, and disappeared. Took my eyes off the game. I was shattered last night, absolutely done in. Okay, so hole 5, 409 yards, par 4, stroke index 15. So again, a cracking looking course. This is one of the holes that when I was mentioning previously about laying up, right? You're not going to land there. You're not going to get anywhere near the green for 383 yards, right? So you can play your driver up there if you want, and it'll land just where the last shadow is, right? But then you've got a relatively dodgy chip into the green. It's up to you if you want to do that. I find playing full shots easier than I do finding chip shots, or as you've seen, I'll happily take a putter, either playing chip shots or flop shots. So personal preference, I like to leave myself round about that 100 yard mark. So I'm just taking out my 2-wood. I should probably take a 2 iron to be safe, but it's an easy Aussie swing, and that was a very easy Aussie. When I said that was a very slow, I do find that because you're doing that, when you're playing flop shots or chip shots, it's usually unlikely that you get... Right, let me just play this. What was that? Up 4. Is it me or has that changed? Did it not used to follow? Means you always used to get that wee thing coming up. Might be wrong. I know there's been updates and things, but I've no seen anything major. Wee bit quicker actually getting into the game in a local match. Notice used to be spend a wee bit of time kind of loading up the screens. It seems to be a wee bit more prompt, and I think the HB and 2K at the front of the games, they've changed that. I think it's about 5 gig, and guys are moaning it. It's just for a plug of the new game, but yeah, that's probably actually going to be the right club. The 9 iron out of the 148, 24. I think so. Or maybe pitching. Let me just check. 90. I think 24. So it's playing about 125, 36. Nah, I think that's probably going to be the better option, but I'm going to de-loft it. When you find that, when it recommends that, why am I hitting slows? When it recommends a club in a situation like that, you need to be realistic about why is it recommending that club. It obviously appreciates that you're within an area of grass that's going to take off quite a bit. And one thing we have noticed in previous rounds that I've played is that when you are about that kind of 70 to 80 mark, you can get a full 50, 60 yards taken off your shot. It doesn't add up to the kind of 20% difference, but it's a lot more. You know, you're maybe looking at kind of half sometimes. What was it, 120 I had into the green? It took off about 50, 50%, when it was only about a 20% difference. So, right, that's not going as much as I thought, and then it's pretty stable up. So, bearing in mind we're going to have a bit of pace on it, so when it should hopefully be then stabled out, and then it's actually back the other way towards the hole. So let's see what we can do. I'm playing it as if the hole's only about 4 lines up, because that's roughly where the angle's going to end. Just a wee bit more, 40 yards. Not a great stroke in the putting. We'll see what happens. Nah, outside, but that's fine. Gonna give ourselves a decent opportunity for a par here. Yeah, so the competition, so it seems to be going okay. I've had a fair amount of likes on the page. If you don't know about it, I'm basically giving away a free copy of the game, if you want to put it like that. It's going to work on the basis of one person will win a version of the game, but it's going to be as a downloaded format, so it's going to be me actually giving you the credits in your online account to then go and purchase the game, pre-order the game, do what you need to do. So pre-order, I think, is currently active on Xbox, don't know about Steam, and it's not yet available as it currently stands at 11:15 on May the 14th. It's not available on the PlayStation Store network, okay? So it's not limited to just that game. So the game, from what I've seen, is around the £50 mark, right? So let's say it was $44.99, or let's say it was £47, right, for talking's sake. I will credit your account with £50 worth of a credit on Xbox and PlayStation. If it is on the Steam that you play, I can actually credit you the exact amount of the game, right? Unfortunately, it won't be for the Deluxe edition, so it won't be the £80-90 version of the game. It's going to be for the standard version of the game, right? Bear in mind that is coming out of my own pocket. If you're not happy with that, then obviously you can then put your £30 or £40 towards the Deluxe version and buy that. You don't need to use the credit which I pay into your account just specifically for that game. It's to run in conjunction with it, and I would like to see it going towards the game, because that's the purpose of my games that I play. But you can download any other game you want and then save that money for something else, okay? So it's up to you what you want to do. But it will run until Wednesday the 20th, about 6-7 o'clock. I'll put an announcement out before it's due to close, about an hour. It'll then get closed. On Thursday there'll be a draw done live on either Facebook or YouTube. Hopefully YouTube, fingers are crossed. Again, about 6-7 o'clock, depending on how many people we've got to count. On that list, it'll be completely live. You guys will see it. You'll be able to see yourself in that list. It'll be a number system, so I'll just be given a number and then that person wins. If that person's not watching that video and doesn't contact me within half an hour of the draw being taken, I'll redo it again. I'm not going to be contacting MD. It's for you to be a grown-up and contact me. Simple as that. So if you don't contact me in half an hour, or you contact me in 45 minutes and the draw's been done again, unfortunately you miss out, okay? So I've made that perfectly clear in all the posts. All you have to do to enter is like the post that was done on my account yesterday, the day before, so the 12th, and it'll say this is the post. Have a wee read at it. There's a couple of YouTube links in it. Go on and subscribe to my channel just to make sure that you're up to date with all the information about the competition, and you're there for the YouTube live. And go over and have a like at my page if you want to do that. Whether or not I keep the page active or not after this, I don't know, we'll see. Can I prefer the personal pages on Facebook? Okay, so it's playing about 99, and that's 7 wind, so I think that's probably going to be the preferred club. Why do I get pure gassy when I suddenly hit the record button with these? Don't know what it is. Been drinking just DULUXE juice all day. Very slow again. That's strange. Strange. Okay. So let's take it down. Well, I plugged quite a bit, but I just want to try and... Where's the ground? It's running away phase anyway, so we're okay. That's definitely seems to be a difference in how he's pulling away for the ball. I don't know if that's me. Noticed it in the putting a couple of holes ago, mind that. It was just a wee wobble when the ball was hit. Don't know, but his movement seems to be slightly different. Might be wrong, don't know. As if he's more square to the hole. Don't know. Okay. Right. So we want to play between shoulders and where it is the now. So we get about 85. Oh, we get an 80. That's alright. It should roll in quite nice. Aye, so I think the update was just to add in a couple of details. I don't think it's massively important. I couldn't imagine that they're going to be concentrating on much of this game. From what I've heard, they've not been for the past for the past year or 2 years, whatever it is. So I'm certainly not going to be expecting an update now. Okay, so currently sitting 1 under, so it's okay. Hole 772 yards, par 3, stroke index 11. Again, an AUS on the pictures here that I like this when it's got the fairway and it's got the rough with no fairway, because it is a par 3. But maybe just a wee bit more texturing around that to show that this is the elevation up to the green. As I said, it provides an area for the ball to completely roll off, and then you've actually got more of a difficult. Let's say you landed near the Kangaroos. If you landed halfway down that hill, the ball's going to stop and it'll plug there. And okay, the chip's a wee bit easier, but see if your ball rolls down and away from that, you've still got to clear that area, and landing it creates a much more realistic and difficult approach. But other than that, I think the texturing he's done, the greens and everything, are completely, from the pictures I've seen, absolutely spot on. Right, so let's say we're up 3. So we're about 148, that should be fine, but I'm going to take it down because of the wind and just deal off it. Just hoping to catch the roughly exactly where it is, ideally, if we can catch where it is, but more central. That'd be nice. There's a wee bit more pace on this then. As you guys have seen, I don't use the shot preview or anything like that, I just kind of go in with a hit. I probably should. I really don't do a lot of practice as well, in the sense that before I play a round, I'll just come out and play it. Certainly done a course playthrough. It's not really about what I'm hitting, what I'm scoring. Certainly you guys don't subscribe to my channel for how good's Andy going to hit tonight, because some of my rounds have been shocking, really, really bad. It's nice when I get a good round put out there, but as I've said many times, I do not claim to be a good gamer. I certainly don't claim to be a good player of this game, but hopefully you guys can see that I'm putting out videos and I'm probably playing worse than you guys. So, right, 51. See that? It just seems to be a wee bit of slight glitching around the putting and the takeaway from shots. I don't know. It's the first time I've seen that. It's the kind of thing you would notice as well. I don't know, because whenever I see a glitching or whenever I see a delay and the ball being taken away, I take my finger off the controller, because I don't want a false hit through, or I don't want any delay, things like that. So, okay, hole 8, 346 yards, par 4, stroke index 1. So the hardest hole on this, I've skipped that. Apologies. Okay, so we're playing around to dogleg to the right here. This is one that you can take a wee bit of a gamble and play dogleg around. Quite honestly, it's not worth it. Really not worth it at all. I'm more inclined just to drop it back to a see, you can do that if you want. Oh, hold on, is there a gap in those trees? Oh, there is there. Maybe a second. What do we think? Possibly could get through there. Do you know what? I'm just going to play it. If we get bunker bound, it's alright. We've got the decent hit. Let's see. Alright, we've went over. That's not a bad outcome. But again, what benefits this got? By taking it that close to the hole, all it's done is just meant you've got a beast. You've got a good drive. Bunker's probably a preferred option here because you can get a good flop shot on it. But you're sitting 29 yards to the pin here. If we can pull something off special here, it'd be lovely. But I don't see it. I think I might do that. Take the loft down and play it up. I think so. Just with the wind and also the angle of a lie. That's alright. I was ready to sit up there, see that? That'll do. Just watching her, she's bombing about from chair to chair here, she doesn't know what to do with herself. You alright? Okay, right, so 15 foot left, that's it for a wee birdie here, so see if we can get this sunk. Yes, I probably will bring out my the video I had planned, I've got it all kind of written down, and the ideas and the premise of it was for me to bring out a video just to kind of talk to you guys about what I've found since moving to Masters clubs, because I know there's a lot of you out there that are maybe still on beginners or on pro clubs that don't really know the main benefits of switching over to Masters clubs. Is it worth it? Am I going to really get anything out of it? So I'm hopefully going to do just a kind of half-hour video on that, just kind of explaining the things in which I've learned, and again, it's all just about the stuff in which I've learned. I'll cover a couple of things in this video anyway, just in case, but hole 9, 428 yards, par 4, stroke index 9. So definitely the main thing that I've found is that I feel I'm playing better, right? I feel it's more responsive. It feels I'm not playing really as much of a game as I was last time. Yeah, I'm hitting longer, right? That's fine. But only my drives. You know, my irons are still relatively the same. You can still chop and change them. You can give yourself longer irons, this and that. The only benefit, well, let me just see about this, right? So it's 3.6, so it's up about 246. The wind, let's take the 136. Let that wind take it in with a D-loft. Okay. Yeah, the only benefit I would say I've really found is that it matches my swing. So when I was playing a lot of the pro clubs and definitely on beginners clubs, I was pulling out a lot of fasts, and I saw guys complaining about getting fast shots. That's wild. But when you move to the Masters clubs, it doesn't require the tempo to be any faster, right? You don't have to swing back and forth any faster. What it does is you have to transition from the top of your swing to your downswing a lot faster, right? So there's none of this going up the top and pausing and then back down. It's more of a fluid motion, right? And the only thing I can visualise it with is when you're actually playing golf, you don't want to take the club up and stop. You want to just, when you come up to the top and then start shallowing. That's exactly how this plays on Masters clubs, and that has been a benefit for me because I don't stop, and that's why I was pulling out a lot of fasts. I tend to find that my fasts come from my transition rather than how fast I'm moving the club. But let's just see this. Is this for a wee birdie? Again, I'm trying to look at those scores because in 2 or 3 holes time I'm going to be pulling out double bogeys and things, but hey ho. Right, so 24. Right, turn in. Too much. So that's the main benefit. Have I really noticed a massive difference in my gameplay? No. It's a short answer, no. Would it be choice to change up to Masters clubs? Probably not, right? If it wasn't through the community pressure, the game pressure, and also the fact that they're kind of called Masters clubs, right? It gives an impression of being a master or being an elite player in the game. I wanted to try them out, and I'm going to maintain them now because of the new game. I want to make sure that I've tried every version of anything I can do in here. Hole 10, 467 yards, checking the time, okay. Par 4, stroke index 6. So North mentioned in a previous post about when you compete beginners clubs, pro clubs and masters clubs. See that? Definitely not my controller, hold on. But definitely glitched pulling away there. Might just be me, I don't know, but let me know in the comments below if you guys have noticed anything about the takeaway since the update. Seems to be a wee bit jumpy. Yeah, when you're playing beginners clubs, pro clubs and masters clubs, if they all played around together, in theory, if they were all the same level of golfer, let's say they were all the same person, they should be walking away with roughly the same score. Reason being for that, let's see, 165. The reason being for that is when you're playing beginners clubs, yeah, you're going to be shorter about 20 or 30 yards on drives, and you know, you're going to notice you were in like this course is designed around playing masters clubs. If I was 20 or 30 yards back, I'm going to be more in a difficult situation because my angle into the green might be including that last tree, right? So that's what you've got to take into consideration. But let's just say that the only disadvantage was distance. then in theory they should go round the course at the same score. And that's because the pro clubs, that's an arse slow, and you've heard that flick probably. The pro clubs give you the advantage of being more forgiving, right? So they'll make sure that if you are slightly like on that, you're slightly offline, it's going to give you a more kind of pin set feel. That's the beginners club, sorry. The pro clubs, see, what was that? Why is it taking... Oh no, it's that side. I thought I was shooting me over to the right there, I don't know why. The pro clubs, yeah, a wee bit more distance, but it's still got forgiveness. The masters clubs still have forgiveness, right? When I load up the masters clubs bar, right, my swing bar on any club, right, it's still giving you a bit of forgiveness. I would like to see in the new game, I'm messing about here, hold on, let me just put this. I would like to see in the new game a kind of elite version of a club where it gives you a purpose. I'll never hit that because I'm concerned that going off the back, but not that much. Jeez. I would like to see a 1-to-1 ratio, right? So see if I'm off by 10 degrees on my swing, give it a 10 degrees off. Don't give a bit of forgiveness and then add on 3 or 4 degrees. I do notice that in the Masters clubs. I do notice that we do have forgiveness on them, which is fine. I get that. There's still a version of club and they still want to make it a bit playable, but maybe in the new game we've kind of got an elite version or something like that. So if I play around on beginners clubs, I'm going to be shorter, but I'm going to be more accurate in the pin. Pro clubs, I'm going to be a wee bit longer and I'm going to be a wee bit less accurate, but still there. Masters clubs, I'm going to be longer, but I'm going to have less accurate shot into the pin. So if you combine all them three together, technically you should have different ways of getting to the hole, but they should all be getting to the hole in round about the same score. So there's not been a massive difference in the way that my gameplay's changed. I've not noticed a difference in score, not noticing a difference in... It's just a different way of getting there. I'm hitting greens in regulation at the same time. If anything, I'm actually going off the back of the green a lot more. Notice that. Hole 11, 351 yards, par 4, stroke index 8. So yeah, I definitely feel like I'm probably more inclined to go off the back of the green. Right, this hole here, I'm going to play up just a wee tad short. Reason being is I prefer that angle coming into the green rather than playing it down towards the bend. And again, I'm not going to hit the green. I'm not going to land the green anywhere with a putt here. Why did he throw that? See, when you hit a slow or a really slow, sometimes he throws his hand off the club. It's a kind of as if he really hit that bad. That was a straight perfect, and he done it. Maybe rewind it and just double check. Looked as if he threw his hand off the club. Strange. 95. I couldn't imagine they've done anything with the gameplay in the update. But when you start messing about with codes and things, you can miss something out. Right, it's 139, 36, 39. It should be alright with a D-loft. 94, it's no massive difference, but... I'd be interested to see. Slow again. I don't mind getting a slow when it's just off the blue. That was quite a bit away. Don't know about this, don't know. Okay, anyway. Right. Let's play a chip on the gap. Take the loft up just a bit. Try and pull it up. And we're going to land just in the front of the green here. Oh, that was poor. That was poor. So yeah, definitely excited about it. I'm definitely excited about the new game. And you know, I've not been playing the game for as long as a lot of the guys out there. But I play the game, you know, so it doesn't take anything away from it. I'm not going to start getting irritated here, but I might get irritated. No, I'm gonna definitely finish this and get it out. I see that, it's just... Right, let's just finish it. Oh, see, this is when I start getting ratty. I get it. I get the whole playing holes on hills, making it a wee bit fun and a bit this and that, but that's how, you know, when you think about pin position wise, you know, I can't remember seeing a picture of this, but pin position wise, tucked away in the back like that, with heavy rough right round it, that's where I would be more inclined to use the fairway around that. It's you're going to be more likely to get guys finishing around and throwing a controller down. It's nothing to do with realism, it's nothing to do with that, it's just creating a bit of playability. The pin, that back of the green is quite narrow. That's the hard part. The pin position being up there is also the hard part. You don't want to make it extra hard by putting heavy rough around it. It's just my own personal preference, but it's something which you're more inclined to get game quitters on the 11th hole. Okay, so hole 12, 137 yards, par 3, stroke index 10. Okay, so up 6, so it's up about 251. I think that's probably... Yeah, I think I'm going to be more inclined to take the 9 iron with a D-loft on that. Yeah. Need to make sure we get a good swing in this. That's fine. The wind should bring it back in, keep it on green. Weight was ideal, so that's alright. Any kind of aiming and getting used to the wind, I know is just going to come. I know that there's no formula out there to work it out. It's too much of a variable, but definitely, if I can make sure the weight's alright and I'm making sure that I've got a general idea of roughly where the wind's going and I'm not always hitting off the green, I'm happy with that. No, not enough. That's fine. So we're going to pull away a par, which is okay. So yeah, the other night, when one thing you won't see a lot of guys touching upon is the failures in gaming, right? It's a tough gig. You know, it's dead easy. You're sitting in a chair and you're playing a computer game, right? But when you're playing it in this kind of competition factor, when you get into societies, you get into tournaments, you want to do the best you can do. You don't want to mess it up. You don't want to be, you know, 12, 13 over every round and that, especially when it's demoralising when you see guys that are going round in 12, 13 under. And you think to yourself, how in God's name are they doing that, right? There's different tactics which those guys use. I'm not going to talk about them simply for the fact that all I know about it is from what they've told me or what I've seen in their videos. So go and find it out yourself, because I don't implement them, I don't use them, so I'm not going to discuss them. But just things like giving yourself a more approachable shot into the green is one of them, and that's what I use. Again, is there slow? Not a slow. Go back and I was fortunate there, but go back and rewind it, you would hear the click. And it's not just a wee bit off, you're talking a good bit off. Don't know. Definitely it's no feeling the same as it was last night. I might be wrong, I might just be blowing my trumpet but right, so we're up 378, so it's about 181, that's probably going to be okay. I'd rather take it the flag and let it roll over, to be honest, than land it too short. Because again, pin position wise, so in comparison to size of fairway and size of green, right, there's obviously it's quite a difficult green. You've probably get more floor space and bunker than you do on green there. So this is quite a difficult green to come into with a pin position like that anyway. You know, so be realistic, play to the middle of the green. Right, so there was nothing different about my swing there, apart from obviously the path that I did in the previous shot, and that pulled out, you know, a centimetre extra. But it's still saying I'm playing a wee bit slower, so I don't know. I'll maybe go into the range after this and do a wee bit of kind of swing practice and see, but it's doubtful they've changed anything about the game. Really doubtful. Okay, I know there's a good couple of months left in it, but right, 36. Right, let's just have a go. This looks to have changed as well. Was that you know, up to, was that not under as well? I might be wrong. There's something looks visually different about that. I'll need to do a wee kind of comparison video with my previous videos and have a look, because I don't know about that. Oh, unlucky. I'm tempted to just quickly load one up, just to see what the pattern was. I'm sure that's slightly changed. Where are we? Let's go to this. Right, so that's a nice one. Brought us back down to 2 over on that one. Hole 14, 411 yards, par 4, stroke index 12. So great use of the kind of sculpture feature on this with the land, and also the trees and bushes. Right, I'm just trying to see this as I'm taking a shot into the green. What video am I looking at here? Woodford by Wood 92. That's a cracking course. Right, let's see. God, I take ages on shots, don't I? Aye, it was underneath it. Aye, so it's changed slightly. I'll pause and see if you can see that. You might not be able to, but if you have a look at the distance marker, see if you can see the footage underneath it. So where it shows like 2 or 3 foot up or above, looks as if they've moved it to the side, and whereas it used to be below. So it looks as if they are changing slight things about the gameplay from what I can see. Again, nothing different about my swing. It's something which I feel that I'm quite dialed into now is my swing, and it's giving me a, you know, a middle of the blue there. So I don't know. Up to 116, so it's about 116 wind. Yeah, the 108 there club wise is probably ideal, because after that 122 you're deal off in there, which okay might be alright, but I prefer playing the approaches in rather than a kind of attempted spin. Certainly now, with the fact that spin's only there when you've got a matched green, which I'll speak to you about in a wee second. It'll hold the ball up, but it won't do much in the way of spin. So should I? Nah, just a wee touch. Just a touch. Yeah, that's alright. Yeah, so if you're playing a bunker shot, for instance, and the ball is up about 5 or 6 feet, so you're talking about kind of the height of a player, when you play your shot, if the apex of the ball is roughly catching the green at the top of the apex, maximum spin, and you'll find the ball will skip along the green, kick up, stop, and pull back. Obviously, if you're playing a flop shot or anything like that, or a chip shot, that's when you get most of the spin out of it. When you'll find when you're playing a shot into the green with a highly lofted club, and it comes down more at a straighter angle, it'll be a lot. It'll lose its spin basically, like a real golf ball. It'll lose its spin, come down to the green and stop. You'll maybe get a bounce, and then it'll check up. So that's where the spin's handy, but you won't physically get one of these kind of dramatic spins off the green. So I've seen a couple of wee things in the new game hinting towards maybe a spin, or it could be an arcade game spin version. Don't know. Again, I'm not going to talk about it because nobody knows. Time we on. Need to hurry us up a bit. Hole 15, 444 yards, par 4, stroke index 4. Didn't mean to skip. Apologies. Dog leg from left to right. Okay. So they're pretty much 2 identical swings, which forget the swing path. That can change, but the tempo of it seems to be something which I felt I was okay with. 124. That one. Yeah, I'm going to just play this and take the loft down a wee touch. So this is one of these that I'm hoping that I can get just a bit in the fringe and get it kicking up. It's probably not even going to lift. Yeah, we're okay. So a healthy wee kick in there, that was ideal. So Hopefully I can pull a wee birdie. Sometimes you're better not really thinking of your shots. You know, go out and play around, see what type of player you are. If you're one of these guys that will sit there and meticulously work out exactly what it's going to be, use a yardage chart, spend your time doing that because it might work out. But sometimes you're better, it's just like real golf, getting down to the ball and just whacking it. You know, it's going to work out usually alright. Hole 16, 323 yards, par 4, stroke index 16. Certainly with the way that we've got it set up now with the pre-populated clubs, the game knows that you need to play that club, and it's just what you're going to do with loft that's going to determine how good it's going to be. Alright, so again, let's see your drive. You can take it right down if you want. Right, so there's your driver spot down there, but it's not going to be beneficial. We've got a very, very approachable green. So you want to make sure that you're playing from a fairway with a decent drive, just to take it down there and allow yourself a kind of 80 to 120 yard shot into the green, which would be ideal. So there's my comfort. I'm over 100, I'm fine with that. Right, so we're playing 6 mile an hour, so up about, right, so let's say 3 just to be sure. 115. What's next above? 122. You could technically take your gap wedge and lob it, but I'm not. Again, I'm going to play the more ball and roll. Seem to be better with that. So 112, 15, 108 with that wind. This might not even get there, but we'll see. Talking about pin wise. Dodgy swing, so could be a wee bit off to the right. Weight wise was okay, still just a wee bit short, so may have been better than taking up a club. And I think this is relatively straight. Yeah, just favour the right side. So then it goes back on the left, so probably favour left. Push away. Then back in. I don't know, I'm going to be favouring middle left here, just to be sure. Don't know if you guys can hear it, but I actually bit my tongue in my sleep last night. And honest to God, it's one of those that's sticking out to the side, and it's horrendous. Right, so whatever you probably saw my tweet that I put out about this round. Which Stacey played this, or Stacey was sitting with me last night when I actually done this round, and I scored an absolute abysmal. It was about 8 or 9 over, and she said to me, I could do better than that. And I said, yeah, that's fine, this is what we're going to do. We're going to come back on this course with you playing it. And again, it was depending on release dates. Hole 17, 212 yards, par 3, stroke index 2. So whatever I score the day is going to be what Stacey's got to beat, but it depends on whether or not we're going to give her beginners, pro or masters. That's up to you. So comments below. I need to hear what you want her to play. Right, so 122, let's say 125 is going to be a bit much. Right, I'm going to take a wee bit of a gamble here, 4 iron, D-loft, and then hopefully between that wind and the fact we've got quite a decent green. Oh, that's pushed left. Should be alright. Oh, dodgy kick. So what maybe they got up there, but it's alright. Right, so this is a fantastic opportunity to show you this this kind of, let's take it down to the hole 75, and I'm not going to reach this, right, I'm not, but I'm showing you this for an example here, how the ball's going to kick up and hopefully pull back. We got that lip off, but that's fine. But on that situation where you can actually land the ball on the green without it dropping is where you're going to get that kind of spin and pull back, so you can be a wee bit more aggressive when the green's that high. Turn in. That pees me off how it matches the moving past his head. Yeah, what have we got? I'm just checking at the time for the actual video cutting off. I don't mind this will stay on for as long as it wants, but this gives me an hour for a cut off. So hole 18, 358 yards, par 4, stroke index 14. So great looking finishing hole. Nice use of the grandstands as well. And I like that kind of that bunker shed just at the back there. Just wee small details like that. And you know I'm a bit of a sucker for these details like paths and things like that, but it's an absolutely great looking course. So I'm going to take this one down as much as I can, reason being is pins at the back, and we do have a wee bit more to play with. So if we do get it down, the green doesn't look to be massively elevated. So if we do get it down, we could have a potentially good chip shot in, or quite a decent flop. So it's giving us a pitch in, which I really don't like pitch shots. But let me see what the flop does. Bastard. Don't know what that was, but I genuinely minced myself. Right, let me see. One of the kids' tablets, I think. Honest to God, man, my heart actually stopped. Right, let me just get this in. It's a favoured the flop shot. Probably a wee bit too aggressive, but I think the pitch shot's just a wee bit too... It's all kicking off. I'm getting messages and emails all over the place. Okay. I hate that pure silence in the room, man, and then when the kids' tablets goes, we'll need to check what that was, because... Get in. There we go. I think we might have finished par there. Yeah, we did. Cool. So yeah, cracking. Great round. More than happy with that. I think it's absolutely fantastic. I don't know if this is your first course or anything, but if it is, it's kind of got the feel of a first course anyway. But yeah, absolutely great. And Stacey might have a wee bit of an issue beating me, but we'll see. Absolutely great. Apologies, I've kind of backed onto your video and promotion of the game and my thingies of it, my competition and that, but should be alright. So yeah, double thumbs up anyway. I think that was absolutely great, and I would continue to do what you're doing. Your actual course design, I don't know if you use the what is it, LIDA or whatever they call it. Don't know if you actually use any of that or you're just doing it freehand. Probably just a wee bit more detailing around texturing around the greens. That's the only thing I would recommend. I know there's not a lot you guys can do with bunkers, so I'm not going to say anything about that, but the bunkers were fine anyway. But for the fact that it seemed as if you were going fairway rough and that was it, there was no joining between the rough and fairway, there was no playability. It was fine. It was actually a wee bit harder than it probably should have been, but maybe putting in a lighter rough or a fairway just to kind of fade it out and then have your area, especially on an elevated green. You probably want the hills to be on a kind of fairway rather than being rough. If you're going to do the rough, have it tucked away. I know you've got limitations with being a real course, but if you're doing a fantasy course or doing one that you're just making up, maybe tuck the green away into a secluded area where you can use the trees and things like that. It's not a problem to use fairway or light rough round the green. It's probably more favourable with a tight green, especially that one you saw with the wee kind of nibble at the end with the pin in it. That you're probably wanting to have light rough or fairway around there. It just provides more of a security that if the ball does bounce off, you're not going to rage quit and throw the controller down and nobody plays your hole or nobody plays the course. So yeah, other than that, absolutely spot on, absolutely great use of trees, great use of foliage, great use of water. Everything was absolutely great, so highly recommend go to play this and get your round in. So as I say, it was Hervey Bay Golf Club by Geoff Embrey. Catch him on Facebook if you want a wee bit more details, but we'll probably play this again on Stacey's round if we can get that fitted in. So yeah, just to quickly recap the giveaway, all you have to do is go into AndyKapt20 Gaming on Facebook. It's a like page, not a personal page. Send me a friend request if you want, but if you go into the like page, give the page a like just to follow up the details. It's probably going to be a temporary page, I don't know yet, but keep it there anyway. Give us a like. Make sure you like the post which is specifically said. It's probably the one with the most likes on it. Got a couple of shares, I think it was 7 or 8 shares. Go and give that post a like. That will be you entered into the giveaway. Make sure you share it to your friends. It's not an entry requirement to actually share the post, but it's going to be helpful if you're getting people who want the game to be shared into it and we get it out there. And head over to the YouTube channel, which hopefully you're on. Hit the subscribe button, notifications bell on, whatever you guys need to do. Give us a like and comment on the video just to know that I know you're there, and that'll be you registered to receive the live post when it goes out the 21st. So all details will keep coming. I'll still be doing videos as normal, and I'll be giving more details as we progress on it. But I've not done a lot of promotion today on it, simply for the fact that the game was, or yesterday, because the game was released. So as this video goes out today, which is going to be the May the 15th, so Friday I think it is, this video will be going out, then there's going to be a wee bit more promotion around the competition and the channel and things, so going back into that. So I kind of backed off the day just to allow the conversation to happen, so it'll be the morning after, so we'll see how it goes. So anyway, thanks very much for tuning in anyway. I hope it's been a decent video. Again, we're now over an hour, so I can't cut it down, can't seem to do it, so I'll maybe try it, maybe if we play 9 holes, but hope it's been alright. It's been a pleasure to put my videos out for you, and I'm really enjoying this, so thanks very much for doing that and tuning in anyway. And as I say, give us a wee subscribe, massively appreciated. I seriously love when I see that wee counter going up. Don't know why, I didn't think I'd ever be bothered by it, but it really does, that somebody's investing their time into actually coming onto my channel. It means the world. Especially for a wee specky Glaswegian boy. So yeah, thanks very much guys. Tune in to the next video. Don't know what's coming out, don't know what it's going to be, but just enjoy it anyway. Alright, thanks very much, and okay, bye.